everybody, it's Kaylin here with My Fair Daily. So if you don't notice, this is not my normal house. I'm actually house sitting right now, well, puppy sitting really, over Memorial Day weekend. So by the time that you guys actually see this video, it will no longer be Memorial Day, but happy Memorial Day to everybody who's ever served our country. I thank you so much. You're the reason for our freedom, so I really appreciate it. So before the end of the month approaches, I wanted to get in my favorites video for you guys to check out. There's been some awesome stuff this month that I've really been loving. I try to mix stuff up every month, try new stuff out so I can give you guys review of a broad range of things, not just stuff I'm loving month after month. I'm planning on probably at the end of the year maybe doing like a whole, like a makeup favorites collection, like a collective favorites of everything over the year, just so you guys have a recap of some of the things that I've been loving month after month. I just don't, obviously feature every single month. So we're gonna go ahead and skip skincare this month. There isn't anything I'm really loving or hating right now. My skin's just kind of going crazy and I need to find a miracle solution quick. But anyways, we're gonna move on to face makeup. But the first thing I want to talk about is the Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix foundation. This is in the shade Light Vanilla. This is one of the products that I got from my UK beauty swap. I love this. It's probably one of my favorite things I actually got in the box. This, I would have to say, by far is the best smelling foundation I've ever had in my entire life. It is just, it's amazing. It smells like fruits and it smells just fresh and like amazing. It definitely is a medium coverage foundation, not very heavy, which I like, especially for the summertime when I need a little bit more than a tinted moisturizer, but I don't want to go as heavy as a full coverage. And then also it does a great job of kind of, if I have my redness on my face, just really evening that out, really toning it down. It doesn't do like the best job with a 1-over application of covering every kind of zit I have on my face, but that's obviously what concealer's for. So I really like this foundation. I will definitely probably have her purchase me more just so I have them in stock when we do another box exchange. I wish this stuff was available in the US. Like, I wish you would just come over to the US and I wouldn't have to, like, pay double the price for you, or I have to wait for a box exchange to actually get it. But I love this stuff. I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it. So this product was mentioned in my recent Target haul. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer and it is in the shade Radiant Glow. I love this stuff. I think it goes on very smooth and flawlessly. You only need about half a pump. I think a full pump is way too much. It definitely has that like golden undertone to it, so when you apply it, you definitely get that nice radiant glow on your face, and then I apply my foundation right over it. Since I've been using this, I have noticed my complexion looking a lot better with my foundation and everything. I think it's definitely a nice flawless finish. So my next absolute obsession, and you'll see by how much I've actually used the product, is this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. This stuff is amazing, and I don't know if you can tell from here, I've used at least basically half of the bottle by now. I will say though, I've cranked this up a couple times and you really don't need to necessarily. Like, I've used this for like the last several makeup applications. I haven't had to crank it any, so definitely an ample amount comes out once you get it going. I think that this is the best under eye concealer I've ever used in my entire life. In the past I've used a Mary Kay one that's very similar, and I swore up and down by it because it was the best, obviously at the time, like the best one I've ever used. But then I hear such amazing reviews about this online, so I went and I bought it, and now I ran on my Mary Kay one, so I decided to use this, and it is 1,000,000 times better. It's just, the Mary Kay one works really well, I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it definitely is a lot more pinky, more salmon-y, whereas this one is, but it's not as much, so it definitely has a nice brightening effect that isn't so pinky looking on your face. I like the sponge applicator. I think it's very nice and just very soft and very subtle on your face. It doesn't irritate or anything at all. I don't blend with it. I blend actually with my beauty blender. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. My beauty blender is what I blend it all in with. But I really like this. I will definitely be continuing to purchase these probably for everdom because I like them so much more than the Mary Kay one. So you'll start seeing a trend in this video with, you know, my previous Target haul and stuff I've actually been loving this month. I've been loving the Sonia Kashuk. This is the Hidden Agenda Concealer palette in the shade Light Claire, or Light, I think Claire's like a different language. But anyways, this is almost like a little too dark for me, but I can use, as you can tell, I can use this shade here to actually contour with, and then I use this powder right here to set my under eyes with. The other two, this one is just too yellow and like I don't really know what to do with it. It just, yeah, it looks really muddy and gross on my face. And then this one up here I've tried to use, it's still a little too dark for my face. Maybe in the summertime I can use it kind of like all over. But as of right now, it's just too dark to use as a concealer. So I'm resorting to just these two in the palette right now. I'm hoping that I can actually purchase this by itself, this darker concealer here to use for contouring. Just because, you know, I don't really see the necessity to buy this palette again if I can get this shade separately. But right now I am loving this for contouring. I used it today and it creates just a nice, like, it's subtle, but it's because this shade is only a little bit darker than my skin tone. It's very subtle. It doesn't look like you're wearing bronzer, but you still look nice and sculpted. And I really like using this kind of a method to contour with, just to change it up instead of using a traditional bronzer. I think this is great. So every month I kind of try to stick with one blush or one bronzer or, you know, whatnot, but sometimes I get new stuff and I gotta try it out. But this month I've been consistently in love with this Milani Baked Blush. This is in the shade Luminoso. I actually got this a little while ago and then I've just recently continuously started using it, and it's just, I always throw it in my bag if I'm on the go and I need to apply my makeup at work or at the gym or whatever, which is like a daily occurrence anymore. This is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. So you could go really subtle or really dark with it. You know me, I like a nice pop cheek. But then when you open up the bottom of it, there's like a little mirror and a little brush. I haven't obviously used it yet, as you can tell, but I love this, and I've used it down enough that it's definitely like flat now. It used to be like a little rounded, and yeah, I've definitely used this quite a bit. I really, really like it. I will definitely repurchase this once I run out of it. So moving on to some eye products. I have been just kind of in and out of love with my brows lately. I've been using the pomade, I've been using some other stuff. There's just nothing's really like, you know, capturing me lately. I love the pomade, but it's like, you gotta be so subtle with using it, and it's just very, you gotta practice a lot with it. Some days I don't want to think about it. I just want to, you know, have a pretty natural looking brow. So I finally broke down and got the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. This is in the shade Dark Brown. When I open it up, it's a duo shade like it says on the packaging, but right here there's a darker one and then the lighter one. I actually use this lighter one a lot more than the darker one, and there's definitely like a lot more of an indent in this one than that one. This is definitely more on like an ashier brown taupier side. I use this in the inner part right here, and then I blend the two together for the outer part and the tail. I think it just creates a lot more natural of a brow. For me personally right now, I've just noticed it just doesn't look as harsh as when I use the pomade or other products. Sometimes I do use this in conjunction with a brow pencil just to create a lot more definition, a lot more defined brow, especially right underneath. But yeah, I love this right now. I'm definitely going to probably repurchase it again once I run out of it. Okay, so the last eye product I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I've mentioned this before. This is actually a sample size that I got, I think, with a gift with purchase or whatever from Ulta. This is definitely, like, I loved it when I first got it, like the first time I got like a full-size bottle of it, and I loved it. I wasn't like, you know, totally sold on repurchasing it again, but after using the sample size continuously, I'm like dead set for sure. Probably going to repurchase this, and I could definitely put it down on my list of one of my favorite high-end mascaras ever. This stuff is amazing. I'm wearing it again today, If you guys have ever used this, you know exactly what I mean. It just creates flawless, just volume and separation, and just, it's amazing. It's just a freaking miracle in a bottle. I can use one swipe of the, or you know, not one swipe, but one coat of this mascara and I'm set for the day. I don't need to use multiple coats of it. I think it does an amazing job. The only complaint I have about it is it does tend to run out rather quickly. I think a lot quicker than normal mascaras personally. And you'll notice when this stuff starts going bad because your eyelashes will start to look incredibly clumpy, and that's when you know you gotta pitch it. So I really love this stuff though. I will definitely be repurchasing a full-size one eventually once I run out of all the mascaras I've been trying out lately, so love it. Okay, stay with me guys, I'm almost done. 2 more products left. One, again, you have seen in a previous haul of mine. It is the yellow Alluriana. This is from Sonia Kashuk. This is a body spray, eau de toilette, perfume, whatever you want to call it. This stuff is amazing. It takes a lot to like really put me over the moon with body products. I'm usually one of those people that I'll kind of skimp on it, even though like around Christmas I went crazy at Bath & Body Works. This stuff is amazing. It's worth every cent. It's only $19.99 normally. I think that's a complete bargain for 3.4 fluid ounces. And you know what? It continuously lasts throughout the day. Maybe not as much as some other perfumes, like my Chanel perfume lasts obviously a lot longer, but I've noticed even over some other high-end ones, this definitely lasts throughout the day. I'll get like little whiffs of it here and there when I'm like, you know, doing whatever or in the car, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I purchased you even though you were totally an impulse buy. This stuff is awesome. I'm only through maybe, I don't even know, just a tiny little bit. I love this stuff. It is so awesome. You guys definitely need to check out her Bath & Body line at Target. Even if you don't like this scent, she has 3 other ones. One of the other ones I actually did purchase. You guys definitely need to just pull these out at the store, try them out. You guys will definitely love at least one of them. I swear, you'll love at least one of them. So the last product I'm going to talk about is this Sea Spray from Lush. This stuff is by far probably one of my favorite products in the summer, hands down. I definitely start breaking this out around spring, summertime when I'm getting lazy with my hair. I don't really care what it looks like. I want to jump in the shower, obviously do my bangs because I gotta blow dry those every time. Get my hair mostly, you know, air dried. Throw this stuff in and it's a hairstyle for the day. This stuff is so good. This is definitely my favorite one I've ever tried. I definitely like the smell of it a lot more than the Bumble and Bubble one, and it's also a little bit cheaper. I have no complaints about this stuff except for maybe the size of the bottle. I wish I could buy like a jumbo size because I go through so many bottles of these a year. I go through at least 5, maybe a little less. I don't know. I try not to use it too much because once it gets to the bottom, it's like super annoying to use. But I love this stuff. I highly recommend if you guys have a Lush store, if you can order it online, just check this sea salt spray out. It is awesome. I love that it's natural. I love the smell of it. It has great ingredients in it that are very nourishing for your hair. It does an awesome job of creating those natural beach waves so you don't have to, you know, use heat and all that kind of stuff to actually create them. This stuff is awesome. I highly, highly recommend it. So that's it for my May favorites, guys. I hope that you enjoyed them. I know that I sure enjoyed all the products this month. I'm super excited for summer to start. You guys have no idea. I'm going to be going on vacation in August. Summer's just so much fun. Don't you just feel so much better about life and life in general when it's just sunny and bright and beautiful and warm outside? And I'm so sick of any kind of cold or rainy weather. That was just, oh, this winter sucked. So I'd love it if you guys would check out my blog. It's www.myfairdaily.com. So you can go there, you could subscribe to My Fair Daily. Also, please check out my social media channels. I will link them all below for you guys. But you can check me out on Facebook, on Twitter, on my YouTube channel. You can check me out on Instagram, on Pinterest, Blog Love, and Google+. I will try to link all those below so you guys can actually follow me on them and never miss another post from My Fair Daily. So I have 2 little boys here that want to say bye to you guys. Say bye! Bye! Say bye, Frank! Bye, old man! Bye! 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 Bye, guys. I'll see you in my next video.